can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk the guy, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
Have you experienced any patient who had high-intensity sound problem?
Yes, I've had patients who have experienced high-intensity sound.
Are there any harmful effects of this toward the human body?
Yes, high-intensity sound, may it be high frequency or high volume, have harmful effects on the body. Most common effects of constant exposure to this is hearing loss. If you observe people who work in dance clubs or the entertainment industry, most of the individuals working on the sound system suffer some hearing loss. Other effects would be an increase in the stress level in the person experiencing the high frequency. An increase in stress level would increase the blood pressure and an increased production of the hormone cortisol. An increase in cortisol increases your risk of heart disease and diabetes.
Do you know how to prevent this from happening? Or how do you avoid the bad effects of high-intensity sound?
The best way to prevent this is to avoid high-frequency sounds. If this is unavoidable, then the use of earplugs are advisable.
Some jobs that get affected by high-intensity sound is being a pilot.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm a pilot for Philippine Airlines. I'm a Boeing 777-300 captain.
Okay, how often do you fly?
I fly in a month, probably maybe 10-15 days, depending on my schedule. It's inconsistent.
Okay, how long have you been a pilot?
I've been a pilot for 19 years, since 1996.
And are you aware of the negative effects of being a pilot?
Yes, of course. It's something that I've considered, especially flying high altitudes and being exposed to the elements. But it's something that I've taken into consideration before I've chosen this job.
Have you had any health problems because of your occupation?
Yes, of course. There's a lot of stress, fatigue, and physical environmental exposure involved here. But then it's being compensated by proper diet and proper exercise and rest.
Okay, thank you.
Sound intensity is the sound power per unit area.
High-intensity sound. It is characterized by vibrations of air particles with a high amplitude.
Threshold of pain is when you begin to feel pain in your ear. The usual sound pressure level, or decibel, that would attain the threshold is at 20 dB.
Decibel, or dB, is used to pressure the ratio between two values of physical quantity. It's also used for sound pressure.
High-intensity sounds can be seen through different jobs like being a pilot, being a musician, and being a construction worker.
High-intensity sound causes many problems to the human body, such as being deaf, being unable to hear, pain in the ear. But then, how can we avoid this? We can avoid this by lessening our use of having earphones, avoiding loud music, loud traffic. So if we were to avoid this, we would not attain high-intensity sound problems.